And lo and behold, it was not broken. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. I feel extraordinary that I have not broken the game. Right, this is exactly where we have left off, and you'll notice that we don't have our staff anymore, because Gregor took it. The bastard. But we have plenty, so that's fine. We can't dual-wield staves, unfortunately. That would be a little bit stupid. And also it's floating. How wonderful is that? Magic. Right, so if you remember from the previous episode, Duncan spouted a lot of exposition. What's a darkspawn? Why are Grey Wardens important? Where the fuck are we? Why is King Kalen so foreshadowingly cheerful? We shall find out on this episode, which will involve mostly talking. Yes, unfortunately, if you want to see combat, there's not going to be a lot of that. But I mean, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? There's like the sun. Let's stare into it. Burn our retinas. There's the statue there, which is conveniently an upscaled version of the statue that we saw inside the Mage's repository. Yes. I can't also, I mean, obviously I can't like send a fireball down to the background. That would be a little bit stupid. But I can send a fireball there. Yay! And that's unfortunately all the special effects budget that we have for this particular episode. For that, I am truly sorry. I think my microphone might be a little bit too close. So there we are. Excellent. Onward!
Hail, you must be the Grey Warden recruit that Duncan brought.
Bitch, I am the Grey Warden recruit Duncan brought. Let's go this way. Royal Enclave, the King's Guard. Hello.
Greetings. King Kalen is not in his tent right now?
Tell me about the King.
I suppose I do, though he's spending most of his time with the Grey Wardens. He rides with them wherever they go, in fact. Teyrn Loghain sees the King whenever he can and argues with him over coming battles, but the King just waves him off. The King wants to end the Blight with a single huge battle the bards will sing of for centuries. Do you think that's possible?
I have my doubts.
That's how the Teyrn feels. He'll do what the King wants in the end, though. The King thought it was funny that Teyrn called him reckless, and they fought about the Queen.
Yes, I know. Oh, they fought about the Queen.
She's the Teyrn's daughter.
Oh.
He wasn't happy about something she did or the King did, I'm not sure. I probably shouldn't discuss it.
You're a great gossip. Thank you.
As you wish.
Ooh, foreshadowing. I wonder what's going to happen between the Teyrn and the King.
You approach the tent of Teyrn Loghain. State your business.
But by the way, just like a little bit of footnote, Teyrn is his title. So that's like a lord or something. Like he has a feud. Or does he have a feud? Is that what's called? Like he's a feudal lord essentially is what it is. Right. Tell me about Teyrn Loghain.
How can you not know of Loghain? He helped free Ferelden. He was the brains behind King Maric's armies and drove out those damned Orlesians. King Maric rewarded him by making him a Teyrn. Can you imagine? A commoner became a high nobleman just like that. Without Loghain, you can bet the King wouldn't be winning against these Darkspawn.
Interesting. What's he doing?
He's inside, but I don't think it's my place to discuss his activities.
Yes, it is.
I suppose, as long as we talk quietly. He and the King have been arguing for days.
Foreshadowing.
The Teyrn's known the King since he was swaddled, so they don't stand on ceremony. The Teyrn speaks his mind, and the King yells right back. Personally, I think the King should do what Teyrn Loghain tells him. Without the Teyrn, we wouldn't be doing as well here as we are.
I'm just gonna do this so you can actually see what the Teyrn looks like.
I suppose you have a message for him. Hold on, then.
Dum-de-dum.
Yes, what is it? Oh, you're Duncan's new Grey Warden, I assume.
You assume quite a bit. You will notice that he has sunken and darkened eyes. How do you know that?
His Majesty could not contain his excitement after your meeting. How could I not hear about you?
Ooh, sarcastic.
Kaelin's fascination with the Wardens
I'm
goes
talking.
beyond
Shut up,
the
shut up.
ordinary. Are you aware his father brought your order back to Ferelden?
Yes. So very interesting. I don't care.
The Wardens are impressive, but not as relevant as Kalen thinks. I hear you're from the Circle of Magi. First Enchanter spoke highly of you. A great achievement for one so young. I don't suppose you'll be riding into the thick of battle with the rest of your fellows, will you?
He's talking way too slowly, and I can't talk over him, which is very frustrating. I certainly hope not.
You're wiser than you look. Now I must return to my task. Pray that our king proves amenable to wisdom, if you're the praying sort.
I am not the praying sort.
Then simply pray.
Oh, I get it, because you think the king is an idiot. I wonder if it's going to disturb your ability to make command judgments on the field of battle when your king really needs you. Foreshadowing.
Look carefully, man. This wretched thing is a darkspawn.
Really? What's
They're
it look
strong
like?
and cunning and smart. But
That's-
don't listen
I
to
can't-
those old wives' tales. They can be killed. Stick them with your sword enough, and they go down.
How about
Their
fire?
blood is black as sin and poisonous.
Can I make them explode?
Don't even touch it. You get tainted with that blood, and you may as well slit your throat.
Plot twist.
We've lost many dogs already.
Alright, I'm
Had
not
to
gonna.
muzzle them to
Oh
keep
yeah,
them
blah
from
blah blah blah
biting.
blah. We don't actually care.
It's a long and painful.
They're gonna.
This is supposed to be the battle that sends these
Yeah,
darks
I don't.
back underground.
Son of a.
You believe that?
There were lots of dogs,
Archery training.
different kinds.
They seem to be hitting their targets
More
from
things you've never even
like.
Our short friend here, for instance, is something called a genlock. They're pretty
Very
common
well.
in the horde,
the-
but with the others
Very
much
well.
larger. We don't know where these new darkspawn are coming from or what they can do.
Alright, I'm gonna move
All
away
we can
from
say
the
is to use
chatty little guy. So what's ending up happening here is that I don't have any invested in lock picking, which is this here, right? Well, no, it's actually supposed to be here somewhere, but because I'm not a rogue, I can't actually get lock picking. So that kind of sucks. Oh well. Let's move around a little bit. Drink in the view. That's actually really pretty. I've never actually looked at the view from here, which is very nice. Obviously, the rendering kind of falls off in the distance there, but this is one of the prettiest. Well, we're floating in the air again, magic. But this is one of the prettiest.
Blessed are they who stand before the corrupt and the wicked, and do not falter. The all before me is darkness.
Whatever.
It shall the makers light.
Blah 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 blah. Nobody actually cares. That she's just praying. You don't want to do that. There's actually a section of the game where you're forced to listen through a lot of prayer, so I'm just gonna fast forward through that. Again, this part of the episode is this part of the series is going to be a lot of exposition. So, yeah, if you're not the kind of person who enjoys that, you know, it's okay. I can understand that. Let's go drinking some more exposition. Soldier, Duncan. You'll notice that his name is colored. Hello, what's going on here?
You there, elf. What's your name?
It's Pick, sir.
My name is
Don't tell them the war
Explosions!
party's ready to begin. Send word if we find anything amiss.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir.
Hey, Pick, what you doing?
Hello? I'm sorry, is there something you needed?
Yes, I am bored.
I deliver messages around the camp. You have a message for me?
I do have a message for you.
Then what is... Oh, wait. Are you the one I'm supposed to give Sir Garland's sword to? Because I think the smith's done with it.
Yes, give the sword to me.
Oh, that's such a relief. You really saved me from the switch for sure. I'd best get back to my duties again before I get in more trouble.
Irony! Okay, plot elements are wonderful. But you know what I want to do? I don't want to do the exposition. I want to get out and I want to slaughter some genlocks, and I think we can do it. Harvesting some elf fruit. Elf fruit is actually one of the few important herbs because it allows us to make health potions. Can I leave?
Very
Hail.
well.
You're one of Duncan's new recruits, correct? I can't let you through to the Korkari Wilds until he gives the word.
I'm sure it will be fine.
Sorry, I have my orders.
Okay, new tactic. How about now?
Hail. Sorry, like I said, I can't let you through.
Why not?
The Korkari Wilds is a dangerous place. More so now that it crawls with darkspawn. They say the Great Blight began deep within its forests. One of our scouting patrols has been gone
blah,
for 3
blah,
days.
blah. There's a
We're
naked
taking
woman
bets on who
standing
got
in
them
front of you
first,
and you're babbling
Darkspawn
on
or
about
the Witches of the
Darkspawn.
Wilds.
What's a Witch of the Wilds then?
Oh, sure. There's an old legend in these parts about Flemeth, the apostate sorceress who conquered this area centuries ago. She united the chastened barbarians and invaded the farmlands. That's when the great hero, Cormac, destroyed her army with his. Took her head right off, so they say. Her daughters survived and became the Witches of the Wilds.
He's still spouting
Tales tell of
exposition.
them plaguing this area since. Mostly superstitions, stealing babies and spoiling milk.
You know what spoils milk? Bacteria. Do you think these witches exist? How about you spout some more exposition on me?
Take care.
Ugh, I hate exposition. And, I mean, put our robe back on, because obviously he's not interested. Idiot. Hello, messenger. Oh, he's running fast. Okay, is there something else of interest here? Wounded soldier.
I can feel it inside me.
Okay,
In the name
then.
of Andraste, I bless you today.
Yeah, there's prayer going on there. She's like, wee, what am I doing here? Again, collision detection is not the best of things. There's a chest there. Can I open it? Nope, can't do that. Ooh, this seems like it's interesting. Can I go there?
Sorry, miss. The army camp is off limits for you right now.
Ah. Do you not have any exposition that you need to spout in my face?
Sorry, miss. The army camp is off.
Obviously not. Excellent. How about here? Can we get some exposition here?
Huh. Someone finally comes and talks to the lone prisoner. I don't suppose you've come to sentence me.
Yes, I am.
I doubt I'm that lucky. I don't suppose you have a bit of kindness in you. All I want is food and water. They haven't fed me since I was locked up and I'm starving.
Oh, why haven't they fed you?
I expect nobody thought of it with all the battles and such.
All the battles and such? I'm so British. Why would I want to help you?
Because you might want something I don't need. Them circle wizards got a chest they keep things in. Magical things. And I stole the key. That's why I'm here. I got one of them drunk, took his key and tried to sneak to the chest. They assumed I was deserting. I can't use it from here. But I'd trade you for some food and water.
They didn't find the key when you were arrested?
I swallowed it. But it's, come back into my possession since then, so to speak.
Okay, well, we could get him food and water, but I think it's more in line with our character to just off him.
What? But you can't do that! Oh,
It's just like... That's beautiful! Look at that face! She's so happy about that!
What? What in Andraste's name did you do that for?
You're
Just
next,
because you're a
fucker!
Warden doesn't give you the right to go and kill anyone you please. Explain yourself.
He lunged, he spit on me. I don't have to explain myself to you. That's the best answer.
You'll have to explain yourself to someone.
Oh, fuck off.
Well, no skin off my teeth. When they ask me why he's dead, that's what I'll tell them.
Too bad. Oh, I'm so happy about that. Also, this is important to note that I carry a kitchen knife with me at all times. Again, that could be of use later. Oh, this happens sometimes. The sound
Life
bugs
is
off.
fleeting, you know. That pretty face could be decorating some darkspawn spear this time tomorrow.
I don't actually know if you can hear him or not, but it sounded to me like he was coming off from a great distance. The game does that sometimes, so I do apologize for that. There is like no good fix for it. Yeah, who are you?
Well, you're not what I thought you'd be.
Uh-huh. It's funny because I played this game to completion as pretty much every class and race and gender combination you could think of, and he says that every single goddamn time. I don't know what he's thinking. What am I supposed to... What do you think I was?
Not an elf, yet here you are. The name's Davith. It's about bloody time you came along. I was beginning to think they cooked this ritual up just for our benefit.
Isn't that a little paranoid, Davith?
That depends on what kind of life you've led. Me, I'm perfectly willing to accept that this joining is some kind of punishment. I happened to be sneaking around camp last night, see, and I heard a couple of Grey Wardens talking. So, I listened in for a bit. I'm thinking they plan to send us into the wilds.
Interesting. We have a militaristic monastic order that is devoted to fighting this darkspawn, whatever that is, we don't know yet. And our initiation ritual involves us going into the place they live and us butchering a lot of them. Wow, what a guess.
It's all too secretive for me. Makes my nose twitch. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Like we have a choice.
I'm looking forward to it.
You sound just like the bloody knight. Well, more power to you.
There's a knight?
Anyway, I expect it's time to get back to Duncan. That's where I'll be if you need me for anything.
Uh-huh. Okay, whatever. I actually want to go talk to Duncan. Maybe he has something interesting to say. Or maybe he'll give us that hot soup that he promised us. There he is. He's got the orange name. Blah, 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 preaching. I don't actually care. Hello, Duncan.
You found our tent, I see. Is there something you need?
Just have some questions.
Alistair can help you with those. I had hoped he would be back by now.
Oh, can I just...
Do not wait too long before seeking out Alistair. As I said earlier, we will need...
Okay, well apparently he doesn't have any exposition he wants to spout at me. Oh,
Well,
Davith.
in for a silver, in for a crown, as my dear mum always used to say.
Oh, I get it, because it's yeah, okay, that's not at all interesting, and it's a pun. Let's see, let's talk to this exposition spouter. Hello.
Maker's breath, another elf. What do you want?
You got a problem with elf, bitch?
Not in particular, except for them being so thin-boned. You make good messengers sometimes.
Good messengers sometimes.
Is there something you wanted? We have no time for idle chatter.
What are you actually doing, anyway?
We aren't. We're ash warriors.
Ah, you're not obviously made of ash.
Do you take everything so literally? Our training has been passed down since Lathias the Dwarf Son first harnessed the battle rage of the dwarves. It is an old tale.
Can I hear this old tale?
I am no bard, but I will do my best. Lathias was a Clane tribesman. Some said he was too short to be a warrior, but he was strong and fierce. His chieftain sent him to the dwarves of Orzammar to negotiate an alliance, where he fell in love with the king's daughter, Skya, and brought her back to his tribe. She taught Lathias to use the dwarven battle wrath to summon his strength and ignore all pain. Lathias then taught this to the Clane, who made him their chieftain.
Oh, that's interesting. They feasted on blood and lived happily ever after.
Not in this tale, friend. Lathias' prowess earned him the love of Morrigannon, a beautiful chieftain of another tribe. When Skya learned of his seduction, she returned to her people. Lathias was grieved. He sent Morrigannon away, but this only vexed her, and began a long war between their tribes. In the end, Lathias slew Morrigannon in single combat. However, his wounds were great, and he perished when the rage ended. The dwarves came from Orzammar that day, and gave Lathias an honoured burial in the mountains. And we live by his teachings even today.
What happened to the wife?
It is said that before the final battle, she returned to Lathias and gave him a shirt of dwarven chain, along with a final night of passion.
Final night
And
of
she was
passion.
gone forever. If she lived on in Orzammar, only the dwarven folk could say for certain.
An interesting legend. Thank you for telling. So he betrayed his wife and killed his lover.
He was a great man with great passions. Perhaps you'll hear a more inspiring version in a tavern someday.
He was an idiot.
My thanks. There is hunting to be done, and I'll not be kept from it.
Got some codex. I'll be perfectly honest with you, I've never actually gotten this piece of codex ever. Alright, well, I'm not actually interested in reading all of this, so there you are. If you want to read it, that's chill too. Alright, let's do this.
This isn't good. I'd hate to waste such a promising member of the breed. Are you the new warden? I could use some help.
Okay, I don't know about dogs.
It's not what you know so much as what you are, really. This is a Mabari, smart breed and strong. His owner died in the last battle, and the poor hound swallowed darkspawn blood. I have medicine that might help, but I need him muzzled first.
Why do you think I could muzzle them?
You're a Grey Warden, or soon will be. All wardens are immune to the darkspawn taint. The most you have to worry about is some tooth marks.
How? Okay, sure, why
Go in
not?
the pen and let him smell you. We'll know right away if he'll respond. Let's hope this works. I'd really hate to have to put him down.
Aww, doggy. Aww, we're not gonna kill the dog. That's not happening. I'm sorry. I can't do that. Muzzle the dog.
Well done. Now I can treat the dog properly, poor fella. Come to think of it, are you heading into the wilds anytime soon?
Maybe.
There's a particular herb I could use to improve the dog's chances. It's a flower that grows in the swamps here, if I remember. If you happen across it, I could use it. It's very distinctive, all white, with a blood-red centre.
Alright then. Why don't you go get it yourself?
The wilds are off limits to non-soldiers, and I have many other hounds under my care.
So you're a non-soldier, but you're wearing armor and you're carrying a weapon in a military camp. Okay then, I'll see if I can find one.
Good. In the meantime, I'll begin treating our poor friend.
Okay, that. Ugh. Okay, what's this? There are more doggies in there. Wonderful. Okay, hello, Win. How you doing?
What do we have here? I heard the new Grey Warden recruit was from the Circle. I don't believe we've met, but I've certainly heard a lot about your talent. My name is Win, and I congratulate you on your harrowing, marvelous work. The Fade is a dangerous place.
Is that so? It wasn't that difficult.
Oh, you know all there is to know already, do you? Irving said as much about you. Remarkable self-confidence. So, a Grey Warden, fighting alongside the King. Not too shabby for someone just out of apprenticeship.
Yeah, whatever. I also need to get rid of this. I'm so terribly sorry. Because I don't usually worry about this when I'm playing, I noticed this a little bit too late, and I don't want to go back and do the whole thing again. Oh well. Okay, I am confident in my skills.
Good. You'll need them when you face the Darkspawn. Mages have always been pivotal in the fight against the Darkspawn. Perhaps you'll be the one to turn the tide this time.
Foreshadowing! What do you know about Darkspawn?
Some. Do you? Do you know about the connection between them and the Fade, for example?
No!
They do not live there, nor would any sane mage trespass as deeply into that realm as the Black City, which lies at its heart.
Really?
Some say the Black City was once the seat of the Maker. But when the mages from the Tevinter Imperium found a way into the city, it was tainted with their sin. That taint transformed those men, turning them into twisted reflections of their own hearts. And the Maker cast them back to the Earth, where they became the first Darkspawn. At least that's what the Chant of Light says.
Oh, I'm falling asleep with so boring that is. Chantry says many things.
It may be allegory, meant to teach us that our
blah
own
blah
evil
blah blah
causes
blah.
these
Christian
as good an
metaphors.
explanation as any for now.
I'll just kill them all.
A wise attitude. It's worked well for me in the past. But I'm certain Duncan has more for you to do than talk to me.
Yes, I need to go drown myself in exposition. Right, open this chest.
That course of action is inadvisable. That course of...
As you say, it is begun.
That course of action.
Yes, I can't
is
actually open the chest just yet. Dum de dum da dum 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 da da dum dum. Can I go in there?
But the mages must not be interrupted.
Okay, have a fireball! Whee! Explosion! Wow, okay. Can I go talk to
The
them?
mages must not be interrupted. Their spirits are in the Fade.
So explosions are fine, but... I apologize, I'll go elsewhere. Wow, he doesn't even say thank you. What an ass. Okay, where shall we go next? Soldiers, royal encampments, King's Guard, Duncan. I think we're gonna go up there. We need to find this Alistair person. Shut up. What's that? Chest, the Hunger Deserter. Well, I can't open it right now because there's a tranquil in the way. We need to go back there when he's not there. Okay, here we go. Servants, chest, War Council. Wow, if that's how the War Council looks like, we're kind of fucked. Can't open that. I was too busy studying book learning and not... Texture work there is awful. Okay, I guess we're not supposed to go that way. Hello there, servant. What are you doing?
Opportunity. I'm sorry, but there's so much to do before the battle. I must attend to my duties or I'll get the switch.
It's very interesting how all the noblemen speak in sort of like a British, Yorkian even accent, whereas all the servants have American accents. Alright, that's Alistair. Hello.
What is it now? Haven't Grey Wardens asked more than enough of the Circle?
I simply came to deliver a message from the revered mother, Sir Mage. She desires your presence.
What her reverence desires is of no concern to me. I am busy helping the Grey Wardens, by the King's orders, I might add.
Should I have asked her to write a note?
Tell her I will not be harassed in this manner.
Yes, I was harassing you by delivering a message.
Your glibness does you no credit.
Here I thought we were getting along so well. I was even going to name one of my children after you. The Grumpy One.
Enough. I will speak to the woman if I must. Get out of my way, fool.
I would talk over...
One good thing about the Blight is how it brings people together.
I would talk over him, but he is hilarious, and his dialogue is really well written. So... That's... I know exactly what you mean.
It's like a party. We could all stand in a circle and hold hands. That would give the Darkspawn something to think about. Wait, we haven't met, have we? I don't suppose you happen to be another mage?
I am indeed a mage.
Really? You don't look like a mage. That is... I mean... How interesting. Wait, I do know who you are. You're Duncan's new recruit from the Circle of Magi. I should have recognized you right away. I apologize.
How would you recognize me?
Duncan sent word. He spoke quite highly of you. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Alistair, the new Grey Warden. Though I guess you knew.
Yes, thank you.
As the junior member of the Order, I'll be accompanying you when you prepare for the joining.
Alright, so here's the interesting thing. How do you know what I look like? Like, Duncan sent word, okay. But did he like send like an email with like my picture attached? Is that how it works, or did he like have a hand drawing of some kind? I think it's like Duncan's hobby. Like he's got like one of the satchels. Like when we go back to him, you'll see. But he carries the satchel. I think he's got like a bunch of crayons, and he draws pictures in his off time. That's my theory. Right, game, whatever. Pleased to meet you. My name is Lauren.
Right, that was the name. You know, it just occurred to me that there have never been many women in the Grey Wardens. I wonder why that is.
'Cause you're a creepy bastard. How about you stop thinking of me as a woman?
Yes, sir. So I'm curious. Have you ever actually encountered Darkspawn before?
Nope. We have no idea what they look like.
When I fought my first one, I wasn't prepared for how monstrous it was. I can't say I'm looking forward to encountering another. Anyhow, whenever you're ready, let's get back to Duncan. I imagine he's eager to get things started.
Well, what was that argument about?
With the mage. The Circle is here at the King's request, and the Chantry doesn't like that one bit. They just love letting mages know how unwelcome they are. Which puts me in a bit of an awkward position. I was once a Templar.
Oh.
Not that that's all Templars do, but yes, the Chantry raised me until Duncan recruited me 6 months ago. I'm sure the revered mother meant it as an insult, sending me as her messenger, and the mage picked right up on that. I never would have agreed to deliver it, but Duncan says we're all to cooperate and get along. Apparently they didn't get the same speech.
Ah, excellent. Well, I look forward to traveling with you.
You do? Huh, that's a switch. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, lead on.
Okay, excellent. Well, you'll notice that he's joined our party. Now, there's something a little bit important here. Now, we're gonna go to the Alistair screen. Hello, my name's Alistair. This is his inventory. He's carrying a runic worry token. Because reasons. Let's give him the sword that we got off the Elven Messenger. It's a pretty sword right there. Now, there's something interesting in this game, and that's this. And that's called the approval bar. Now, for a lot of the stuff that we do, the approval shifts, right? So if we do something that he doesn't approve of, it's gonna go down. If we give him like gifts, do things that he asks, display a kind of attitude that his character aligns with, the approval goes up, right? So, and there are like both mechanical and storyline reasons why you want this approval to move about. Like, if the character really likes you, he gets like, he does what he does a little bit better. Like Alistair, if I recall correctly, gets like constitution bonuses, which makes him a lot tougher. He's like a melee tank kind of guy. And if he really likes you, he'll get more constitution bonuses. It also opens up like different dialogue options. It changes how he responds to us, and that sort of stuff. It's very important. But the interesting thing is that it also goes the other way around. So if he hates us, like if he really hates us, he also gets stronger because he's fueled by anger. But he can also desert us. I don't think Alistair can actually, but that is possible. Okay, now that that's out of the way, onward for great justice and so on and so forth. Can I open this chest? No, I can't. Now then, I think we should go find this guy, this knight, the other Grey Warden recruit. So if you're not following the story along, and that's completely understandable, what's ended up happening is that the Grey Wardens drafted us into, well, this really. And we're just gonna go around, look around the camp, and this is just really an excuse for us to get some exposition. Oh, this guy has a name. Maybe we should talk to him. Hello.
Greetings. You must be the third recruit we've heard about.
Maybe. My name is Lauren.
Sir Jury is my name. I hail from Redcliffe, where I served as knight under the command of Arl Eamon.
Yes.
I wasn't aware elves could join the Grey Wardens. Those camped in the valley are all human.
You racist fuck. Do you have a problem with that, asshole?
No, clearly the Grey Wardens pick their recruits on their merits. I hope we're both lucky enough to eventually join the Wardens. Is it not thrilling to be given that chance?
You're an asshole. I hate you. You're not all that smart.
That's not fair. I listened to tales of the Grey Wardens and dreamt one day I too would ride a griffin into battle
crazy
against
eyes.
slavering monsters.
Crazy
Now
eyes.
there are no more griffins. Only
My
princesses
eyes,
for
they
those of
follow
whom I
you.
still. I remember those tales. I never thought I'd be part of them. Tell me, has anyone told you what this joining ritual entails?
It's exploding. It's dangerous.
I never heard of such a ritual. I had no idea there were more tests after getting recruited.
He's got the
I
crazy
suppose
eyes.
since you're finally here, I'd best get back to Duncan. I shall see you there.
Alright, whatever. Alright, let's talk to the priest.
Ah, I suspect you are one of the new Grey Wardens. Will you accept the Maker's blessing?
How about...
I merely pass on the Maker's blessings. He looks kindly on all who will receive him.
How about... No.
I'll not discuss politics here. Take your hatred and be gone.
So there's this whole backstory about how the, well, this place that we're living in, I would show you on the map, but unfortunately this is not the... I can't get to the world map just yet, but this kingdom of Ferelden that we're in right now, there's a chantry here. And this chantry is, like, obviously the equivalent of the Christian church. And they led this sort of crusade against the elves a long time ago, and they enslaved them, and they lost all their culture, blah, 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 blah. So there's some tension there as well. Alright, let us talk to Duncan. Hello, Duncan.
You found Alistair, did you? Good. I'll assume you're ready to begin preparations.
Yes.
Assuming, of course, that you're quite finished riling up mages, Alistair.
What can I say? The revered mother ambushed me. The way she wields guilt, they should stick her in the army.
She forced you to sass the mage, did she? We cannot afford to antagonize anyone, Alistair. We don't need to give anyone more ammunition against us.
You're right, Duncan. I apologize.
Now then, since you're all here, we can begin. You four will be heading into the Korcari Wilds to perform 2 tasks. The first is to obtain 3 vials of Darkspawn blood. 1 for each recruit.
Right, Darkspawn. Yes, explosions!
Without a doubt. Darkspawn aren't renowned for their willingness to offer up their blood.
There
was once a Grey Warden archive in the wilds, abandoned long ago when we could no longer afford to maintain such remote outposts. It has recently come to our attention that some scrolls have been left behind, magically sealed to protect them. Alistair, I want you to retrieve these scrolls if you can.
Okay, find archive, 3 vials of blood. Why are we interested in these scrolls?
Old treaties, if you're curious. Promises of support made to the Grey Wardens long ago.
Oh.
They were once considered only formalities, with so many having forgotten their commitments to us.
Sorry about
I
that.
suspect it may be a good idea to have something to remind them with.
I see, so they could be of some use.
It's possible the scrolls may have been destroyed or even stolen, though the seal's magic should have protected them. Only a Grey Warden can break such a seal.
I don't understand. Why leave such things in a ruin if they're so valuable?
Excellent question.
It was assumed that we would someday return. A great many things were assumed that have not held true.
Snap, son. Let's go find the
Watch over your
blood
charges,
and the
Alistair.
scrolls.
Return quickly and safely.
Yes, boss.
We will.
Then may the Maker watch over your path. I will see you when you return.
Okay. Right. Can I look at his satchel? Is it? Oh, he doesn't have a satchel. No, there it is. There's the satchel right there. That's where all the crayons are. There it is. That's the crayon satchel. Excellent. Right. Onward for explosions. How long has this episode been, by the way? I'm curious. Unable to cut. What? What? Oh dear God. Alright, well this has also been half an hour long, so I think we're gonna cut it right about here. I'm sorry, this has been just exposition after exposition. But the next one is mostly going to be explosions. Alright, we will cut it here, and I'll see you next time! Is that a good outro? I think that's a good outro. I hope that's a good outro. We'll see.